welcome back. Peace. Today we'll be going over a few things, 4 things to be exact. A few things that you can eat to get protein while eating a plant-based diet. This is a question I get all the time. Well, if you eat like that, where are you getting your protein from? Oh, it's not healthy if you're not getting protein. No, you can't just eat plants and you can't eat like a rabbit. You can't eat like a bird. Well, they're living, all right? And they're not overweight. Not to throw shade at anybody that is overweight, battling that, because sometimes that's just something that's up here and it just takes a reprogramming of the mind to change the way your physical looks. So the 4 things that you can eat, be it vegan, be it vegetarian, be it alkaline eating, are hemp seeds, spirulina, spinach, and broccoli. Now, broccoli and spinach I do not eat because it's not alkaline, and I tend to be 95% alkaline. The last week I've been 100%, to be completely honest. I'm trying to do 100% alkaline and not really deal with the acidity at all, and in no way, shape, or form if I can avoid it. However, there are people out there that are just vegetarian and don't really care about that type of lifestyle, and there's people that are vegan, which isn't really a dietary plan. Vegan is a practice, which a lot of people don't recognize. It's not just not eating dairy and not eating meat. Like, they're like, they won't, a true vegan doesn't wear leather. Like, they're like against anything that causes death to animals, so at the end of the day, peace to them for being so disciplined and steadfast in the way that they feel. However, I haven't arrived at that point. Not that I'm with killing animals or not killing them. It's just, I just got bigger fish to fry. No pun intended. So let's get started. So with the spirulina is a superfood. Now, 1 teaspoon of spirulina equals to 4 grams of protein. Yes, 1 teaspoon equals to 4 grams of protein. So what I want to start doing is actually just taking the teaspoon. Why not, right? However, if that's not your thing, because it's an algae and it might have a funny taste to you, you could just take that teaspoon and dump it in a smoothie every day. I like to call my smoothies elixirs because they're healing, because of the healing properties within what they consider a smoothie. When you say smoothie, I think of fun and sugar and all that, and that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with all natural ingredients. So with that being said, because of the healing factors and the healing mechanisms that are within it, I like to call it elixir. So I dump a teaspoon, sometimes a little bit more, into each of my elixirs daily. The other thing you can use, which I've discussed to you, is hemp seeds. Now, I never discussed the protein with hemp seeds, but we did go over the hemp seed milk. And so hopefully you guys made some hemp seed milk and you could just take a cup of that every morning. You know what I mean? 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds equals 10 grams of protein. Now, a lot of people are not aware of this. So this is why I'm making this video. Also, what I would like to say before I continue on to the other 2 is that you have to work out. Like, you have to do some form of exercise while having a plant-based diet, whether it be aerobics, whether it be yoga. I recommend martial arts and I recommend yoga for those that do not eat meat. You can choose to do whatever you like. You can go to the gym, work out, and do all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just as effective. However, the likelihood of you being able to be like some huge bodybuilder off of a plant-based diet is, I don't want to say slim to none, because there are some larger guys out there, but they'll be built more on the Bruce Lee type of, they'll have the more of the Bruce Lee physique, you know what I mean? Versus looking like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So The other two things you can eat, which I do not eat, but this is for the vegetarians and the vegans that are just beginning and are not aware of their protein intake or where to get their protein. They can eat broccoli and spinach. Now, I'm not really sure about, I think it's like 1 cup of spinach is like about 4.5 grams of protein. And you can even do almond butter now, I'm thinking about it. But again, spinach, broccoli, and almond butter are all three things that will give you protein, but all three things that you can't eat if you're alkaline eating. These three things, the spinach, the almond butter, and the broccoli are the three things for the vegans and the vegetarians. Okay? That's my baby in the background, the third installment, Phoenix. You want to say hi? Come here. She's a character too. This is Phoenix. Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. AKA Peanut. She's a trip, boy. She's a trip. You'll hear her in the background the whole time. So, yeah, so I actually just made a late breakfast now. We had an early morning. I didn't even have time to sip anything down. Again, you guys know that I'm on my one meal a day. So I really don't eat. To be honest, I've been eating around 1 in the morning. I'm an owl. And just the way my schedule works out, I can only eat around 11:30 to like 2 in the morning. And then I sleep and recharge. And you should, if you're eating that late, you should sleep 8 hours. I'm not giving my body the full 8 hours, but I'm doing other things in my off time to burn certain things that might stick, you know what I mean? But we won't get into that. That's irrelevant. So, however, today what I did with this smoothie is some coconut milk, blackberries, watermelon, strawberries, some spirulina, and some chia seeds. That's all I did with today's elixir, which you guys like to call a smoothie. And I don't know if I said coconut milk. So, yeah, there's plenty of protein alternatives for a protein supplement out there. You guys just have to do your research or watch my videos. And as I learn, I will share the wealth. You know, there are things that I've known for a very, very long time. And there's some things that I'm learning as I'm going along the way. And there's some things that are just coming to me by divine intervention. So with that being said, love, light, and peace.